Yeah, but I never wanted to be in there to say, oh, I've gone the distance with him. I wanted to win, I wanted to hurt him, I wanted to win. To be fair, I should have put it on him more. I should have pressed the fight, gone forward and put it on him more, instead of being looking to try and counter him and go on the back foot.
And then a long layoff till the Garcia fight.
And then 16 months out the ring. Like, makes a big difference, 16 months out the ring.
How long, how was that, how did that affect you mentally?
Quite a bit, really. I mean, 16 months out the ring is a hell of a long time to go out the ring. But not only that, is I've got, like, it was 16 months since I made lightweight. You know, my body's naturally probably got bigger and grown, and since making that weight, you know, if you're making that weight, you're bringing the weight back down a couple of times before that, it's not too bad. But just 16 months out the ring was just a hell of a long time. Like being involved, being in the fight frame of mind, and you know, and being involved in fight weeks and having that pressure and the nerves and stuff like that. It was a long time since I felt anything like that, and it was hard for me going. I went over to America for Christmas, away from my family. Very stressful for me on the inside. Hated it. Hated every second being away from my family over Christmas and things like that.
How were you getting into, how did you prepare for that fight then, knowing that, again, more height from this young kid who's potentially, everyone's saying, is going to be the next pound for pound best fighter on the planet? Yeah,
do you know what? To be fair, I had a lot of loyal fans myself backing me, which was good, and which I really appreciated. Obviously, he's got a hell of a lot of fans backing him. But yeah, I mean, I got COVID, 5 weeks before the fight, which didn't help. 5 or 6 weeks before the fight, which didn't help. You know, and that wiped me out for about 10, 11 days in bed with that. And then having that, going then straight into a hard training camp, hammering my body again. Not ideal. Mm-hmm. Not ideal. There's always been little obstacles that I've had to jump over or get by in fights and training. But you've never turned away from them. You've still done them. Do you know what I mean? You've still stepped up to the plate. Like, it doesn't matter what everything you can learn from is you learn from the fucking losses and the darkness and the mistakes. So getting into that fight then, and you sparked him, put him on his ass the second round. Were you surprised, or were you thinking I could have knocked him out anyway? Because you seemed, seemed to have been a hesitation when you put him on his ass. Why was that? So I've seen comments say that, but let me tell you now, I've never seen someone spring up like him. He was like a jack in the box. He was up on the count of 3, and then the second the ref wiped his gloves and whatever else, and he was back in that centre, he was all there. So there's no chance I'm gonna go lunging in and against someone that loves throwing his left hook for me to walk on. I needed to be smart, and I'm a good finisher, and I can, once I smell blood in the ring and weakness, I jump all over that. And he was fully back. Like, I've never seen anyone recover and come back so quick from getting knocked down. Why do you think that is, young age? I don't know. But I've never seen anyone do that before. Like, he bounced, and watching back, he was asleep. Like, he was out cold. He hit the floor, woke up, and jumped straight back up. And I seen him, like, looking at, like, when the ref was counting at him, I was in the corner, and I could see the ref counting at him, and I could see him to his team, talking to his team, saying, it's all good, it's good, I'm fine. Like, he was calming his corner down. And then I thought, like, don't just lunge straight back in, Luke, because he's got good timing with that hook. If I just lunge in a little bit with attack and he throws that hook, then it's gonna turn the fight upside down. So I needed to be smart. How was it with the only 3,000 fans there? Because it's another super fight. So do you like it that it's not as busy, or does it matter? It didn't make the slightest bit of difference to me, because every one of them 3,000 fans was cheering for him anyhow. It was all booing me. I walked out to the ring with all of them booing me. so you know, you say, how was it with 3,000 fans? I went from 20,000 fans in my last fight to then 3,000 fans, but then 3,000 fans was all booing me. So it seemed like a lot of fans in there.
Was it a 6th or 7th round with the body shocks? You've never been hit with a body shock like that, have you?
No, seventh round it was. Well, I've watched the fight back once and seen it, and I've seen he threw that shot 3 times before that. And it was nothing, like it landed and there was nothing, didn't affect me in the slightest. And then obviously he was throwing it to the head a lot. So as we exchanged and then he threw the shot, I covered up to the head and he just whipped it under my rib. And it didn't hurt me, bam, as it landed, it didn't hurt me. But then when I stepped back, I just couldn't grab my breath, just couldn't catch my breath. And I just needed to go down to catch my breath. Never been it like that. As a person that wants to win and that's used to winning, and has a winning mentality, it really hurt me mentally and it hurt my pride, because I didn't want to go out like that. I just couldn't. It was just a shot that I just, couldn't do nothing about.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't speak about body shots enough. I don't think that how dangerous they are and to people, and that if you've never had one, then you know yourself how fucking dangerous they can be, man. And when people do them, you think, how that doesn't look so. But I've hit loads of people with body shots and they've gone down, and I've never just thought, body bam. Like, you don't feel it as yourself because you're the one that's landing it, but yeah. After that fight, he was in the dressing room and stuff, and he was asking, "Is this the best punches you've ever come up against?" How were you feeling then? Because it was not everything a bit raw for him to be asking those questions straight away.
You're flying on emotions. Sometimes you can speak a little bit out the box a little bit, and adrenaline's going, emotions are flying, so it's not the best time to get caught on camera doing an interview. But he caught me with a shot. No one's ever done that to me before, so the better man won that night. If he didn't land that shot, the fight could have been completely different. I believe that I could have gone on and really took him to pieces in the later rounds, but it's pointless me saying that because it's not what happened.
Potential rematch?
Listen, I'd love it. I love it. I think it was a fantastic fight. The fans loved it. It was a great action fight between me and him. And I think if we went for round 2, I think it'd be another fantastic action fight. But for me, wanted things different. For me, wanting it the other way around. Mm-hmm.